Welcome back. We reported last week that longtime musician and teacher Lynn Sholin passed away a week ago. The Rogue Valley Chorale Association is celebrating his life and impact to the organization. Joining us this morning is Rogue Valley Chorale Association Executive Director Brad Nelson to talk about what Lynn did for Southern Oregon and what the Rogue Valley Chorale Association is doing moving forward. Brad, appreciate you being here this morning.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it.
Of course. And first question, what did Lynn and Doris Sholin do for the Rogue Valley Chorale Association?
Well, when you spend 95 years of your life like Lynn did, you do a lot for your community and for the organization. About 51 years ago, Lynn was approached in his living room by some good-natured folks we affectionately call the founding mothers for the organization, and they twisted his arm to direct the Rogue Valley Chorale and start up the Rogue Valley Chorale. And that organization's still here now 51 years later and has morphed into the association, which is now comprised of 4 choruses. 10 years after the chorale was founded, Doris started the first children's chorus, which we now have 3 youth choruses and our adult chorus. So we go from grade 3 all the way through adulthood, sharing music and joy through the community, thanks to both Lynn and Doris Sholin.
Absolutely. How do you see his legacy being carried on?
I think it's a testament that this organization's still going right now, that started just from a singing group and turned into an organization that has spread, and the ability to give folks an outlet for where they can join in to just sing or join in and create other friendships with other adults and kids alike. And then the education and enrichment part of that with our youth has been incredible to see, where you have 3rd graders through 12th graders for over 40 years in our community, continues on. And so we see now folks that were in the original youth chorus 40 years ago are now in our community, and they're business leaders, they're judges, they're attorneys, they're CPAs all over the map. And so I think it's just a wonderful thing that both Lynn and Doris started, and we hope to continue that for another 50 years moving forward.
And so what does that look like? How or what events does the RVCA have coming up?
I think it's been an interesting path. I think originally the chorale started with the focus on the big major works and the purists out there like Lynn Sholin, who loved Brahms and pieces like that. I think what we're finding now is, like many other live events industry folks, you're trying to cater to a bigger population or families and things like that. So I think we just try to find that balance of still presenting those challenging works for our singers, catering to the patrons that want to see the Messiah or hear the Messiah or Brahms, but also scatter in some popular music or family-friendly items like that. So like our holiday show that we did this past December was just that. It was a multi-generational. We had all 4 of our choirs participate. We brought in free hot chocolate for the families. We did Santa Claus made an appearance. So I think that brought in some more families and was a more family-friendly item like that, which I think is a wonderful thing. And then in the spring, we do more of those traditional pieces for choral music. And then now in the summertime, we are doing our Hops and Pops event out at Grizzly Peak Winery, which is just a beautiful venue if you haven't been there. And I think that allows people that have not participated or seen what we do to see a lot of different styles of music that we're able to present, and then they can also join in.
Definitely, and for the people that haven't been involved yet, speaking of multi-generations, how can those people get involved?
Well, I think there's a lot of different ways. If you're a performer, or if you love to sing, if you love music, I think that's obviously the biggest way you could participate yourself. You can join in. Our adult chorus rehearses every Monday evening, and then we do 3 concerts during the season. Our youth choruses, they rehearse every Thursday, and we also do 3 concerts with them. If you're a business owner or a community leader and you want to sponsor a program, that is definitely something that we are in need of and moving forward. We've lost, a significant donor in the last year, and we always look for others that will step up and help sustain our program for another 50 years.
Absolutely. Real quick before we go, anything else you'd like to talk about?
I think it's just critical to show that how music has been kind of stripped out of the schools with budget cuts and things like that over the years. And I think we're seeing that pendulum swing where arts and entertainment are the first cuts to be made, but we see how valuable those are in everyone's life. I've been in the performing arts since 3rd grade, and I think it's one of those things that it's so critical to build self-esteem and confidence, and I think that's the future of our community. We really need to build the strength of that, and the joy of singing adds to that tremendously.
I totally agree. Brad, appreciate you being here with us this morning.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much once again for joining us. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.